Hello, welcome to RF Insights. In this video we are going to review some of the news regarding telecommunications, what's happening in Canada and around the world. Our top stories. The first story is from CRTC. So CRTC is the telecommunications regulatory body in Canada. It's a Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunication Commission. It regulates some aspects of the telecommunication activities inside Canada. So this one is telecom outages will need to be reported and explained under new rules, CRTC says. Let's see, what is it about? So this is from CBC. Says telecom outages will need to be reported. Companies required to notify government of outages within 2 hours starting November 4. Canada's telecommunication regulator mandating service providers to notify it and other government authorities within 2 hours when they experience a major network outage. Okay, I'm not sure how effective it's gonna be. I mean, they're just gonna report the outage to the authorities. I mean, within 2 hours. I mean, what is it? So what? I mean, are they going to do anything to like rectify the outage, or what's the purpose of this? After restoring service, carriers will have 30 days to file a report detailing the cause, effects. Okay, I mean, all the operators normally should do it. Now they have to report it to the CRTC. I mean, I don't know how impactful it is, but yeah, it's just a report sent to CRTC, but it's not, something they actually do in order to resolve the issue. But it's interesting, government is doing something. Okay, Bell launches Wi-Fi 7 modem to parts of Ontario and Quebec. Bell announced Thursday that the latest Wi-Fi modem is available to subscribers in certain areas. The Giga Hub 2 is now available across major areas of Ontario and select areas of Quebec, delivering up to 4 times faster speeds, lower latency, and better performance. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't understand this whole obsession with like higher and higher speeds. If you have 7 connected devices that all of them are streaming like 5K, 8K all the time, gaming, how much speed do you need, to be honest with you? I mean, each of them using 100 megabits per second, you're gonna probably even don't need like a gigabits per second speed for your home. And also, these speeds that they're mentioning here for Wi-Fi 7, or I think it's Wi-Fi 7, right? These 4 times faster speeds is going to be like right next to the modem. If you're in the second floor, there's no way you can get. Let's see, what is this? What was it called? Let's Google it and see what it's called. Bell Giga Hub 2. Okay, Bell Giga Hub 2. See what. Okay, Bell Giga Hub 2 is a new modem router, Wi-Fi 7 technology, high resolution OLED display. Okay, why is it important to have an OLED display? I mean, for easy management and enhanced wired connectivity, including 1 10 gigabits and 2.5 gigabits Ethernet ports. Okay, the Ethernet ports are okay. I mean, you should have these connection speeds over fiber in order to make use of this kind of modems. You know, if your connection is 1.5 gigabits per second, if you get this modem, you're not going to notice any increase in your connections. I mean, I'm not even sure somebody can notice anything. If you already have a 1.5 gigabits per second connection in your home and you upgrade to this modem, I guarantee that you're not going to notice anything. So I think there's a kind of like marketing thing going on here as well. So anyways, let's move on to the next headline. Etobicoke residents rally against 5G cell tower that Health Canada says will pose no threat. Well, I'm so sorry. I mean, Etobicoke residents, why are you doing this? I mean, let's see. These conspiracies are killing us. Proceed. Okay, Etobicoke residents rally against 5G cell tower. I mean, this is laughable. Why would you do that? I mean, I remember like a while back, like a few years back, there was a hype like against 5G, and there was some like conspiracy surrounding it that 5G is gonna make you like sterilized, or you know, it's gonna kill you. So still some people believe in that. Construction is underway on a 5G cell tower in Etobicoke, despite concerns from residents and politicians about potential health hazards from electromagnetic fields. Fears are spread on social media. Jesus Christ. About 100 tower opponents rallied Saturday beside a new platform, and thick writing in parking lot of plaza at Renforth Drive in Rathburn Road. Okay. Earlier this year, Shared Tower asked Innovation Science Economic Development Canada, the federal agency, for permission to erect a tower at 460 Renforth Drive for at least 3 cellular service providers. So, I mean, here's the pictures. Toronto residents and leaders united. No tower at 460 Renforth. Oh my god, look at them. Stop ignoring. Cell towers drop property value. Oh, I didn't know that. There's no reason for that. I mean, regarding the cell towers and their safety, there is, at least in Canada, I know there is a report that the operators need to submit for each antenna on the tower. It's called the Safety Code 6. So if I Google it here, let's see, Safety Code 6 report. I said, let's see. Okay, it's TN261 Safety Code 6 Radio Frequency Exposure Compliance Evolution Template. So this is a report with a template, with a form that the operators need to fill and do some calculations and some measurements and then submit it to ISED, and ISED examines it and reviews the reports and then approves it. Once the ISED approves the report, it means there is no risk to the public, right? I used to do this report before for some companies that I worked for, but this was a long time ago. I don't remember much. So the purpose of this document is to provide an evaluation tool to quickly assess the radio frequency exposure compliance for simple radio communication antenna sites. Yeah, evaluation process, attestation, so they have to attest. No exemption zone analysis, so there is a zone around the tower that's called no exemption zone, I think. They have to measure the fields and they have to mention some mitigation measures. There's a sphere defined around the antenna and they have to do the measurements inside the sphere everywhere. It's pretty strict criteria that they need to do these calculations, and In the 21st century, we still see people, reacting to things that they know nothing about, like this. And I don't know. Let's move on to the next headline. Canada is starting to take the threat of drones seriously. Okay. What are they doing is, for the first time, the Canadian Department of National Defence will use a major urban centre to test counter-drone system as part of the upcoming exercise. Oh, okay, so they are basically, it looks like trying to develop a counter-drone system, something that catches the drones, or what? The dangers associated with drones are so significant that the Canadian Armed Forces are setting up a strategic level joint counter unarmed aerial system office. Oh, so they're building a new office. It makes sense. I mean, the drones are used nowadays everywhere, and in the recent wars, I mean, drones are used a lot. Like, look at the Russian and the Ukraine wars, or they are using drones. Both sides are using drones, and a lot of countries are using them, I mean, as a weapon. So it's pretty serious, and I'm glad that the Canadian National Defence is doing this. Okay, next headline. Cogeco Eastlink want court review of Cabinet's refusal to intervene in wholesale internet decision. Cogeco and Eastlink are challenging Cabinet's decision not to intervene in the CRTC's refusal to exclude the 3 largest telecommunications companies from accessing the internet networks of their competitors. So again, this CRTC, I used to work at CRTC for a few months, and this is a regulatory body, one of the regulatory bodies in Canada, as I mentioned before. So the whole subject here is that it used to, CRTC used to allow the smaller companies like, I forgot their names, Tech Savvy, I know that was Tech Savvy, there was Cogeco Eastlink, basically anything other than Bell, Rogers, and TELUS. So they would allow the smaller companies to access or lease fiber strands from larger companies, and offer and use those fibers, but they offer their own prices for those. It was actually really good, because sometimes you had like Bell fiber at your home, at your doorstep, but Bell's prices was really high. You couldn't do that. So this rule would allow smaller companies like Tech Savvy lease that fiber and sell it to you, at the half price of what Bell was selling. So it was a very interesting rule. But recently, it looks like CRTC allowed even the big companies could have access to the fibers from smaller companies, and it looks like Cogeco and Eastlink are not happy about that and are looking for some kind of intervention from the government. We'll see how it goes. Next headline is CRTC probes Rogers Bell glitch that exposed phone calls. What is this? The Canadian Radio Television Telecommunication Commission is investigating a network failure that allowed some phone calls in the Niagara region to be misrouted or intercepted this summer, leading to report of people overhearing private conversations. Oh my god, that's not good at all. Well, how it happened is important. I mean, if somebody did something in order to eavesdrop on people's conversations, that's not good at all. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Videotron expands mobile services to Haute-Mauricie. Okay. Now we move to 5G spectrum news. Turkey sets date for 5G spectrum. Do they mention what band is it? 5G? I mean, what frequency band is it? Ministry of Transport of Turkey noted that commercial 5G services are expected to be launched by April 2026. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there is any. Oh, okay, 3.5 gigahertz spectrum band. Okay, Transport and Infrastructure Minister said 11 spectrum packages will be available, with the government aiming to raise at least 2.5 billion. The allocation covers 400 megahertz across the 700 megahertz band and 3.5 gigahertz spectrum band. Okay, so it's mid-band C-band, and I didn't know they have still something available at 700 megahertz for 5G. That's interesting. Now a lot of countries are repurposing the C-band, the mid-band for their 5G. Yeah, there's lots of demand for that. 5G Telecom. Vodafone Idea launches 5G in Kolkata. Okay. Vodacom commits 22 million to expand Eastern Cape network. I don't know where Eastern Cape is or what is it about. Anyways, Ericsson to modernize Drei Austria's core network. Okay, I'm not really interested in these topics. Telecom's new gold benchmark. What is this? Reader forum. This is one thing that we can count on as we head towards the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. Interest in all things AI will continue to grow. This applies to all industries, with telecom AI investments expected to rise from 3.6 billion in 2024 to 187.7 billion by 2034. Okay, so a lot of telecom companies looks like they're going to be investing in AI or integrating AI in their plans or applications. Yesterday I made a video on how Bell Canada is offering Perplexity AI artificial intelligence tool to their subscribers, which is an interesting and nice move, I think. And the good thing about it was that it was free. Okay, let's see if we can find another interesting topic to dive in. Private 5G industry, 4 to 90% ROI in 12 months. I don't know what it is. GSMA tells India to reinforce carrier-led private 5G model. Some intrigue and confusion in India, where the government continues to debate whether to crave up a tranche of mid-band spectrum for enterprises to deploy their own private 5G networks. I don't understand it. Okay, why would you do that? 6G. Okay, now we move to 6G because we don't have enough speed. We can't watch 8K skateboard fails on our phones with good quality. Nokia opens smart factory campus for Europe, made 5G 6C for AI era. Empowering next generation user experiences and services at scale with 6G. I don't find this 5G to 6G, 7G, 8G. I mean, how far do you want to go? What are you offering? I mean, I don't see a meaningful difference, to be honest with you. Set the right mitigation path, defining a 6G architecture. Oh, half of US residents uncomfortable about AI in government, survey says. Survey respondents see the new technology as a way to increase government efficiency, but express concerns about privacy, bias, and inaccuracies. Exactly, we have the same problem here in Canada, I think, because it's not very clear, if the employees want to use AI in their day-to-day work, what do they do with confidential information? You cannot just ask questions about AI. If you have a question about the document, you ask AI. You're exposing the document, right? And also there are some there are some tasks in the government that are basically going to be handed to an AI to make some decisions. And there was a question whether the public, if the decision is made by an AI for an individual, should we tell them, look, the AI made this decision, it wasn't a human being? To me, it's interesting, kind of dehumanizing for me. If I know an important decision was made for me by a company or by a government, and AI has made that decisions. For example, it rejects my mortgage application. What would you do? It doesn't feel good. I don't know. I prefer a human being to reject my mortgage application than an AI machine. Okay, I think that's it for today. I don't want to make it too long. I try to make videos like this about some recent telecommunication events or news in Canada or around the world. If I find anything interesting, I'm gonna quickly make a video and upload it. Please leave a comment and subscribe. If there's a topic that you want me to take a look at, please leave a comment for me. I'll definitely take a look at it and I'll make a video about it. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you in the next videos. Have a good time.